Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.
Today on the Doc on the Run podcast, we're talking about how runners who recover faster work out before the perfect time. Today, I went out for a run, and I wasn't real excited about it, truthfully. It was cold, it was pouring rain, and I had a lot of stuff to do that could easily justify me not putting on my running shoes, not going out and slogging through a bunch of mud puddles. And I hate to admit this on screen, but the truth is I had new running shoes, and I didn't want to get them all nasty and dirty, running in the rain because they were brand new. And I know that's superficial and stupid, but that's the truth. The reality is there's always an excuse why you shouldn't go for a run, and the time is never perfect. And this is especially true when you're injured. I mean, today, the conditions were not perfect for me, but I put on my running shoes, I put on my hat, and I went for a run anyway. And the truth is I enjoyed it more than I thought that I would, but that's almost always the case when you're not really wanting to go out and work out, but you do anyway. And when you're injured, this is really tough. And a lot of times I talk to runners, well, not a lot of times, all the time, they're not exercising. And they wonder, when should I exercise? Well, you have to remember the best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. The second best time, well, that's today. Unfortunately, again, when most of these injured runners call me and I let them start exercises when we talk, when we're on a Zoom call, when we're on a phone call, what I'm doing is I'm helping them in a focused way rebuild their running fitness. And the sad news is that they probably could have already started to exercise days or sometimes even weeks before we actually spoke during that call. What that means, of course, is that they've lost a lot of time and a lot of fitness completely unnecessarily. And the simple fact is that injured runners who get better faster are the runners who seem to do something right away. And the runners who seem to take forever to get better, well, they're waiting for everything to be perfect. They're waiting for the x-ray to look perfect. They're waiting for an MRI to confirm that it's okay for them to run, for the doctor to give them permission to run, for something to change. And there's never a perfect time, particularly when you're injured, because all kinds of weird stuff is going to happen as a result of the injury that makes you feel like it's not safe for you to run. And if you see a doctor who doesn't treat runners, they're going to convince you of that right away anyway. So you've got to remember, the runners who recover faster are the ones who start working out before the time is perfect. So it's still raining outside, I'm still going to run. That's okay. And if you're injured, you have to figure out a way to work out anyway. It doesn't mean injuring your foot. It means figuring out how you can do that in a way that's safe for you, that will help you maintain your running fitness. Don't wait for the perfect time. Remember, best time was 100 years ago, second best time today. Figure out what to do and get started today. Listen, no matter where you are in your running injury recovery, if you feel stuck, if you're losing your running fitness, if you're confused about what you should do next, I created something for you that can really help if you're recovering from an injury, you know you're getting weaker, you want to get stronger, and you don't want to get left behind. You got to take the running injury quiz to help you figure out exactly what's needed to speed up your running injury recovery wherever you are in that process right now. I promise it's going to give you some things that you can think about that you can actually be doing differently based on your unique circumstances right now. You got to go check it out, go through the quiz, and I promise it'll help you. You can get it free. It's at docontherun.com/quiz. So go check it out now. docontherun.com/quiz.
Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.